In this video, we are going to see what greatest common divisor and least common multiple are and how to write program to compute GCD and LCM using C language. The greatest common divisor GCD of two non-negative integers a and b is the greatest integer d that divides both a and b. Let's take a look at example 1. So in this example we have to find GCD of 10 and 15, which is 5. So how to find GCD of 10 and 15? The process of finding GCD is taking the first number and writing all its factors. Now do the same with the second number. Now to calculate GCD, just multiply the common factors in both, right? So in this case, 5 is common in both and 1 is common in both. So we just multiply 5 and 1 and we get GCD. Similarly, in example 2, to calculate GCD of 15 and 45, we can repeat the same process which we have done in example 1. Now, what is LCM? The least common multiple LCM of two positive integers a and b is the least positive integer m that is divisible by both a and b. So in example 1 we have to calculate the LCM of 6 and 8, which is 24. Now to calculate LCM, we'll write the first number and all of its factors. Do the same for the second number. Now we have to write the common factor once, and which are not common we'll write them as it is. For example, in this example 2 is common, so we'll write this 2 once, and there is nothing there is no other factor which is common in both, so we'll write other factors as it is. So this 2 one time and 2 times 2 times 3 as it is. So the LCM for this examples turns out to be 24. We'll do the same in case of example 2. To calculate LCM of 2 and 3, we write the factors of 2 and 3. Now we can see that there are no common factors, so we'll write 2 times 3 as it is. And the LCM is 6 for 2 and 3. Now we will see how to write program to calculate GCD and LCM. If you will look closely, then you can see that LCM can be calculated from GCD easily. LCM of two numbers, say x and y, can be calculated as follows. So LCM is nothing but the product of the two numbers and divided by their GCD. So to calculate LCM, we just need GCD. So now our main aim is to calculate GCD. Now we will see how to calculate GCD. We will use Euclidean algorithm for computation of GCD. For example, we have to calculate GCD of a and b. So in this case, we will write if a is greater than b, we will write in this way: a is equal to some number times b plus some r naught, which is remainder. And in the next step, b will be here and r naught will be here. So b equals to some other number times r naught plus some other remainder. And this process is going to continue until we reach a point where we get some remainder rn, which is actually 0. So since the remainders decreases with every step, so you can see that after each step the remainder will be decreasing, right? But can never be negative. a remainder Rn must eventually equal 0, at which point the algorithm stops. So whenever we'll get Rn as 0, the algorithm will stop. And the final non-zero remainder R of n minus 1. So this R of n minus 1, which we will get, is the greatest common divisor of A and B. So here the number we will get, Rn minus 1, will be GCD of A and B. Now let's look at the implementation of GCD function. So in this function, we use this function recursively, and this if b is equal to 0, then we return a. So whenever the remainder Rn is 0, we return Rn minus 1. Rn minus 1 is GCD. That is what we want, right? So this condition just checks for if Rn is 0, then we return Rn minus 1. And if this condition is false, then we again recursively call the same this same function, and we call with the value b and the remainder of a divided by b, and we call this function recursively until this condition is true. Now let's look at the program code. So this is the same function I've just explained in the previous slide, and this is the LCM function. So LCM, L is equal to first number times second number divided by their GCD. So in this main function, we are asking user for the first number and the second number. Then if then we are checking if the first number is greater than the second number. If it is, then we are sending these numbers as it is in the function GCD compute to compute the GCD. Otherwise, we'll send the second number which is greater and the first number which is smaller to the GCD compute in the reverse order, and the GCD is computed and stored in this variable which is named as GCD. Now for the LCM, we call LCM compute function, in which we supply value of GCD, the first number and the second number. So the LCM is stored in this LCM variable. Now we print their values. Now let's compile and execute this program. So you can see that this is the same program which is there in the slides. Now let's compile it. Compiled successfully without any errors. Let's run it. So let's try it for the input 6 and 8. So we know that GCD for 6 and 8 should be 2, and LCM should be 24. So let's check. Yes, so GCD is 2 and LCM is 24. I will provide a link to download this program code in the description box below.